One of the things we must understand as leaders, as in the life of Christ, is that people are always judging us. People are always looking at our lives and evaluating what they think of us. There's a right measure of judgment and there's a wrong measure of judgment. John 8, beginning with verse 14. Jesus told them, "These claims are valid, even though I make them about myself. For I know where I came from and where I'm going, but you don't know this about me. You judge me by human standards. You judge me by human standards." Jesus said, you're evaluating me. You're judging me based on human standards. Now, brothers and sisters, you cannot judge that which is spiritual by that which is natural. You cannot judge Jesus by the standards of business. You cannot judge Jesus by the standards of politics. You cannot judge Jesus by the standard of personal opinions. He's spiritual. You cannot evaluate him on the basis of natural things. In the same way, one of the great mistakes people make about evaluating or judging leadership today is that they continue, just like in Jesus' day, to judge by human standards. Now, you're going to have to understand that a real man or a real woman of God is just, forgive me, wired differently, okay, than a businessman. We're not wired to think profit. We're not wired to think making money. We're wired to think winning souls. I mean, this is why Jesus said, "I will make you fishers of men." This is why pastors cannot shortcut their training, because it's in that training and development season of their lives that God changes how we think and changes how we feel, and we're just wired differently. We don't think like a politician. We don't think like a businessman. We don't think like a military man. We're wired differently. Now, straight up talk, beloved. When you judge men or women of God by your personal opinion or by the world's concepts of leadership, you are always going to make a mistake. You are always going to be in error. If you want to judge a man or a woman of God, then you must judge or evaluate them based on the Word of God. And not just based on a proof texting that you looked up on Google, but a thorough, mature understanding of the Word of God. So let us learn, whether it's in our individual lives or in our families or in church or in anything else, let us learn not to judge by natural things. Let us learn to evaluate the spiritual by spiritual standards and spiritual criteria.